This is not just milk. It's Dairy Gold milk. It's farm fresh and it's delicious.
This is Sun FM. It's 4 p.m.
Sun FM.
The news.
In TV News, the headlines. The Ministry of Community Development and Social Services has highlighted the importance of adopting 2 agricultural cycles annually to adapt to climate change and mitigate future shocks. Farmers in Kasempa district are calling on government to quickly announce the maize floor price to curb exploitation by unscrupulous briefcase buyers. Ndola Diocese Archbishop Dr. Benjamin Piri has issued a strong warning to politicians against using churches as platforms for their campaigns, emphasizing that places of worship must remain sacred and free from political influence. In sports, Zambia women's national team midfielder Priska Chilufya has expressed excitement about rejoining the Copper Queens as the team gears up for international friendlies against Botswana and South Africa. Join me for the details shortly.
The news. 88.5 Sun FM.
With the details, my name is Kayla Brister. The Ministry of Community Development and Social Services has joined the rest of the nation in celebrating the bumper harvest, with forecasts projecting over 3.6 million metric tons of produce. President Hakainde Hichilema has since commended farmers across the country for their dedication and resilience, which has led to the bumper harvest following a drought in the 2023-2024 season, which was declared a national disaster. The ministry is therefore proud to have contributed to the success from both the traditional and wetland agriculture initiatives through agricultural-based programs such as the Food Security Park FISIP, which supported over 152,000 farmers, resulting in the cultivation of 76,000 hectares of maize. Ministry Permanent Secretary Angela Kawandami has expressed delight at the positive forecast and has since urged FISIP beneficiaries to respond to President Hichilema's call for sustained effort in ensuring domestic and national food security. Ms. Kawandami further highlighted the importance of adopting 2 agricultural cycles annually as advocated by President Hichilema to adapt to climate change and mitigate future shocks. Farmers in Kasempa district are calling on government to quickly announce the maize floor price to curb exploitation by unscrupulous briefcase buyers. One of the affected farmers, Stanley Kabola, in Kenyauna area of Kasempa, says farmers are selling maize at extremely low prices between 3 kwacha and 3 kwacha 50 ngwe per kilogram to private buyers, leaving them with major losses.
Kasempa continues to lead Northwestern Province in maize production. After experiencing favorable rainfall and receiving inputs on time, the district is expecting to achieve a bumper harvest this farming season. Kasempa District Agriculture Coordinator Ernest Muntali has announced that the district is projected to produce over 5,050,000 kilograms bags of maize in this year's marketing season.
We expect to produce 5,257,265 by 50 kg bags of maize grain, and out of this, expected sales are estimated at 2,163,694 by 50 kg bags of maize grain. We have over 50,000 farmers in the register, and out of this, 14,500 farmers are on the Farmer Input Support Program. Those that are on FISIP have been bonded to sell a minimum of 10 by 50 kg bags of maize to FRA as per agreement on their bonding forms.
However, farmers in the district are urging the government to announce the maize floor price to prevent exploitation by briefcase buyers who are currently purchasing maize at 3 kwacha per kilogram.
Mutengo yetu nokupotera hapo pakino kime wa pekezi mba 3 kwacha 50 ngwe.
Our challenge as farmers is that the briefcase buyers are buying maize at a 3 kwacha per kg, causing us to experience losses. We are appealing to the government under President Hakainde Hichilema to quickly announce the floor price of maize for us to sell to Food Reserve Agency and benefit.
There are plenty of street buyers that have come in Kasempa to buy maize at a very low price. So I'm urging you, please, my fellow farmers, just to wait for the government price, because there at least you find something more to get you continue farming in the next season.
In response to the farmers' concerns, District Agricultural Coordinator has advised small-scale farmers in the district to refrain from selling their maize to these buyers. Mr. Muntari encouraged the farmers to wait for the government's announcement of the floor price and sell their produce to Food Reserve Agency.
This is a liberal economy. Farmers, of course, have to sell something for them to sustain their livelihoods as they wait for FRA to start buying from them. We just advise our farmers anyway to take heart so that they're not exploited by the briefcase buyers. Very soon, the floor price will be announced and FRA will be buying the maize from the farmers.
Krivach Tuta, reporting in Kasempa District, Northwestern Province.
Ndola Diocese Archbishop Dr. Benjamin Piri has issued a strong warning to politicians against using churches as platforms for their campaigns, emphasizing that places of worship must remain sacred and free from political influence. Speaking at the reopening of St. Kizito Catholic Church in Lubuto Township, Archbishop Piri cautioned political figures against turning the Catholic Church into a campaign ground, stressing that leaders should engage congregants outside of Mass rather than within the sanctuary.
After being closed for a period to allow rehabilitation works to proceed smoothly, St. Kizito Catholic Church congregants in Lubuto were forced to worship in a neighboring township. During the reopening ceremony, Archbishop Benjamin Piri cautioned against the misuse of the pulpit for political gains, emphasizing that places of worship should remain sacred and free from political influence.
Because if you do that, that is an amount to an abuse of the church. And it may not go well with you. Because the church is not there to be abused or to be used for just these other temporary things. So this instruction is not just for St. Kizito. It is for all of us, our new diocese.
Meanwhile, aspiring Kabushi constituency candidate Tilas Sichinga echoed the Archbishop's sentiments, stressing the importance of spreading love among all living beings.
The leadership of all respective churches across Kabushi constituency. Ours is to spread development, to spread love, and to ensure that we reduce crime rate in our nation, especially in our community Kabushi. We want to create opportunities for the young ones, for the youths, entrepreneurial skills. We also create a free environment where the youth can flow. It's also a call to the government that since the rain season has completely finished, let us now open up the communities. Let us grade the number of roads. Let us have some tarred roads in this community. Let us open up the water reticulation. Kabushi community needs water.
Also in attendance was mayoral aspirant for the city of Ndola, Mumba Mwaba, who highlighted the church's role as a mediator in resolving community conflicts.
State that a church should be something to reconcile the people, and he has put it categorically that he do not want to see the church divide the Zambian people, most especially the politicians. He has emphasized to say a church is not a platform for politicians. To me, I have received that as a very good thing, because the man of God is looking at the body of Christ, because on the body of Christ we are all one.
Reporting for Sun FM Radio and TV, I'm Cletus Mutoki in Ndola.
The National Biosafety Authority, NBA, has authorized Quad Chain Zambia Limited and Abdim's Sales and Distribution Limited to import products that may contain genetically modified organisms, GMOs. According to NBA Communications Officer Sandra Lombe, the permits are valid for 5 years though companies must renew them every 6 months to facilitate continued market access and ensure compliance with regulatory standards. Cold Chain Zambia Limited will import and market products such as Freemax potato crisps, Freemax corn crisps, Tate's crisps and Bokomo cereals, while Abdim's Sales and Distribution Limited will import Hungry Lion cheap spices. Ms. Lombe clarified that the decision to grant the permits was reached during the 31st NBA Ordinary Board meeting held on May 27, 2025 in Chilanga. She further highlighted that the NBA's Scientific Advisory Committee recommended the issuance of permits following comprehensive risk assessment evaluations, which confirmed that the processed products intended for import are safe for human consumption, animal health, and the environment. This is Sun FM Radio and TV News. We now take a break. After the break, sports news.
Shake and sip down in your soul. What you waiting for? Come on, let's go. Shake and sip. Get up and show me how to shake and sip. Get up off your feet.
Shake things up with Shake and Sip Fruity Milk.
Shake and sip. Go, go, go. Every moment you be in the zone. Shake it up, shake it, sip. It's the way to
Shake
go.
and Sip, when fresh meets fruity.
In sports, Zambia women's national team midfielder Priska Chilufya has expressed excitement about rejoining the Copper Queens, describing it as coming home as the team gears up for international friendlies against Botswana and South Africa. Speaking in an interview in Pretoria, South Africa, Chilufya said she is grateful to be included in the squad for the upcoming matches. She emphasized the importance of hard work in securing the team's desired results against what she described as highly competitive opponents. She further revealed that the Copper Queens are determined to win their first ever Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON title this year.
Games are very important because they will show us where we are. We know when it comes to like preparation, so they will bring like a very good gauge on how we can see the things that we are lacking and how we can go about the upcoming tournament. These are very good teams, you know, they're very good teams, and it has never been easy playing those two teams, honestly. So we know what we are up against, and we know that they are also hungry. You know, they want to play these games as much as we do because they want to prove a point. So for us, I mean, we have to prove a point as well, because like we deserve to win the tournaments this time around. Like we can even see it like, okay, this is our time to do it. So it's not going to be easy, but we just have to come top.
The Copper Queens will take on Botswana's Mares on Saturday, 31st May, before facing host South Africa on 3 June in Pretoria. Meanwhile, in the Tri-Nation Tournament opener held yesterday at Lucas Morepe Stadium, South Africa's Banyana secured a 3-2 victory over Botswana. Following the loss, Botswana will shift focus on their upcoming match against Zambia this Saturday, 31st May 2025. Both Botswana and South Africa are using the Tri-Nation Tournament as part of their preparations for the Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON, scheduled to take place from 5 to 26 July in Morocco. And that's the end of the news. On behalf of the entire Sun FM radio and TV news crew, my name is Kyla Brister. Join us for views on the news up next.
what a bad day. When everything is bright and golden, the sun is shining and the mighty morning. Without my family in that moment, that day would have been a bad day.
Yeah, everyone's bad day is my bad day. But guess what? When my banja comes together, there are no bad days.
Banja washing powder, the family detergent.
Imagine having nature's secrets to health and vitality in a bottle. Introducing Lifeway Shot Health Drink. Ginger for digestion. Beetroot for stamina. Aloe vera for skin. Tamarind for metabolism. Baobab for immune support. Lifeway Shot. Embrace wellness naturally.
Thank you to Kayla Brista there for the community news. This is Views on News with Evans Malasham. Remember to participate. All you have to do is give us a call on 0955 855 953. That is the number you are calling us on this particular afternoon. It's 0955 855 953. We look at some of the stories that made headlines. The Ministry of Community Development and Social Services has highlighted the importance of adopting two agricultural cycles annually to adapt to climate change and mitigate future shocks. Farmers in Kasampa district are calling on government to quickly announce the maize floor price to curb exploitation by unscrupulous briefcase buyers. Ndola Diocese Archbishop Dr. Benjamin Peary has issued a strong warning to politicians against using churches as platforms for their campaigns, emphasizing that places of worship must remain sacred and free from political influence. The National Biosafety Authority, NBA, has authorized Cold Chain Zambia Limited and Admins Sales and Distribution Limited to import products that may contain genetically modified organisms, GMOs. And in sports, Zambia women's national team midfielder Priska Chilufya has expressed excitement about rejoining the Copper Queens as the team gears up for international friendlies against Botswana and South Africa. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
One Zambia, one nation. Mr. Malasha Masaleza Bodi Makara Bodi Ukapiti.
He said, Mr. Chapabuino, Nakunkara Kuno Capital City, Kolicheki Kobie.
Yeah, this is the case. This is my friend. This is the Kamera Tabaka Congo Mdara. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Please do go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm take advantage. I'm taking what we can intention of the preach with the politics. And I think I have a bishop or another Casana. There are more politics. Now there are some bishops who are going to do Murata. Not so much some with the Carama politician. We are going to express the Petero. Sit for Pyramid. For Bishop of London, quiet, actually, Paprika. I don't put this in one catch up with the party. I mean, really, people say, never get a Bundas. Never get a Bundas in Punda. The time in the Buffalo Petty, everyone down fancy. I would have what you have in campaign. So she got TV, Thank you, sir.
Thank you. 0955 855 953 is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. It is Views on News. Good afternoon. No one ever win a version on the
Sente kwina mafamazi vaithaneti vaifara vachana wangu mutengo namamabazi mutengo valesiremu amatava vona ushuko bweka vantunga vuteko vulesta nichivaleko kwela kuti anaunsi vakuti valei vatowadira amatava nichivaleko kwela namuna mafamazi ofo yambokulirwa mutengo valesiremu amatava uvona uchife bweka ava vachite wangu anaunsi mwanzinto apapa ndikonzi vaivanzi
Tatotela. 0955-855-953. That's 0955-855-953. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, mabomba tena mamara.
Abomba febu no hadian.
Mana banda kunaweza ishirabo.
Mukwai bakonkanye.
Mamara cha mafamazi yadila. Amataba abantu balashisha pa mutengo yoro nombanga baisalumbulo mutengo ba food agency bwangu apa. Bakalira babalesha amataba bwangu musango amataba kusungirira tekubutukiro kushawe ifya kulyanga mwakwata tekanyeni bwino bwangu apa balachitana untengo ababale mibepa bale mibira kuchimo kumibira mwali machwa mwambo kusha amataba umusango bayini baivanchua awe bateka nyama farmers mukalira watotera baivan ibonse apa
Tatotela. 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. It's 0955-855-953. Through Sun FM, good afternoon. RSK, the Chabela Africa, Okokuripanji.
Kufriendly victim mwinangumbona family yanga tulichape bwino bajimwera hapa Kongo amenyo iwaka mbawashika tuamba atuvuta maniki niyo zizira
kuzizira ni konse chabe nakuna kurusaka yafika
ka ni chabwino na alafu tukane hapa Bishop Benjamin Piri awe ngefira ndiro mukaramba wanji baba batira sirefya kwalesa alisangwa kuri kirechita cha minsero twale turatentikizito chachine amashibali tukonkomesha chimona ilifofwe wakwe bati muchechi wasangula kwa chemu akusarangani na mo campaign na kulanga amasimbo awo bali kanya sana itachine feme tranda bati muchechi mwako ya muku irombera obwerero we urubire wabwera kuchinzo takwalesa because tusangana muri mwapusana muri abati wabwa party ba karembura party no manga mwambo kulanda kifo tuyano ini chimwalarufi abantu so ba bishop le sare bapala na bakwaya twabali mbabutaka busungu then mukulegeresa baba matababa kwena kuposa kofya manono kumona government ngasala ndede lero tutwale ku government ababala mibira kofi mano mukalabira njara natwatela mukayi banzombiro munati amakabe ya teresa tsaye pa
Tatotela. 0955-855-953. That is 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling me on this particular afternoon. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
Mr. Marasha, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm blessed. This is the Chui Isaac, professionally known as the responsible father from Plain District of Undora.
Please do go ahead.
Thank you. Just to have Piri, Benjamin Piri. You know, I'm a politician. Now, problem on Asangapo, Wadimonako Avengi. Ngatangala politician nga then bampela no kwimakana kupitikulia then alashimikira kyebwino futi abakwatamba okuleuka mapanono aleyo ko tabingiro okulola. So I think ama politicians elo bale istanangu amipela opportunity akumakana kuntanshikulia. It's better mwalanda if you am buy coffee not mwamba no kukamo amati coffee 3 cup number 11 ogulu shanshano kwa moja kulanda tema base nisamo chapter timofimo no kuya kuntanshuko that's the way to go. So Benjamin Piri na balanda chebutaka busungu benda chama farmers bakalamba idija chidi teku not western province kweka kwingi pia okotumweni kundi somewhere I don't know I think in capture somewhere there but two quarter make that not na package make that 5 kg ya in 5 kg but let's only 2 quarter. Now I don't know the government, this is what they always say, please announce the price of for amataba so that farmers will have because we can't make a decision you get a chimbu no plan. So to a papa the government announced the price of meal this season. Mr. Malasha, thank you very much.
Dr. Tillum. You could do the same. Do give us a call, 0955-855-953. It is Views on News Thursday edition, the 29th of May 2025. Do give us that call, 0955-855-953. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon. Mugai bakonkanyepo.
Ya mafamazi ichirengetyo kuvaedya mafamazi acho vachipeshani vachitisha matava muzvingiyo mutengo inosinziwa gavumenti vafese vatomutonganya sachi avantu vari kwete crisis mamusaro muno muri crisis ndiyaniti avantu varedi matava matava varedi tose moeresa amatava yasiyezwa ngekuspeshani tukate kwempira kwatisombiresa maproblem avantu navakatana problem zai vantu varipo murempia vari vapinga vamwe vari speshani vava kuite problem nevagavumenti kozi avantu tesatomati harishtaranikanesetiraiza muri 1.9 saka 1.2 1.3 onoisa chiche muri mutengo wamatava tafireana sei vagavumenti vaamana vakumpira avantu kuti vampeshe vaprocede so that vatanauti vangu vangu mutengo avantu tesatomati vachitombo ichirerenga yesoushi yechirerenga kushitisha matava muri mutengo natotera mukati
tatotela 0955-855-953. That is 0955-855-953 is the number you're calling on this afternoon. You're through to Sun FM. Good afternoon.
Malasha, good afternoon.
Afternoon, thanks.
Yeah, Kadisha Makuk from Mpongwe.
Please do go ahead.
Malasha, nasenda po kwanguia mafamai. Malasha, shishive obotwala konde mama pamazi nanguni government because government yaringiro kumya first floor price ngabafumya floor price wa government ni shi amafam bonse na mabriskes walanika nombe chashupa tiba minister of agriculture kwecha shupa chokuchita announce chishi because we are giving now a upper hand here kwa twandio kula bepa tuvungana tuwesha if you have kivunga cha muwecheshe mwatifika famo ule chula tulefumya mataba mabala twalafumya kwitendala mesha kulipira abantu isaka ya mataba empty bag tulesha pali 10 kuwami tulesha pali 20 kwacha nomba transport ya kudonsa mabala ukufibike tumataba tufishere twalafumya kwitendala mafwe mapamazi twalichulo mwaka onze hao ba government abeko fair it is unfair.
Tell them. 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. That's 0955-855-953 to give us a call and let us know what your views on news are. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Malasha. Mwabomba sana.
Mfuatwa bomba febwino katushibena barishani.
Febwino bana bongazi.
Mukwai bakonkanyepo.
Mukwai nalapenda kuya baki bishop chachini. Umuntu ngaita kuisa kiasa pepa. Aba mwisho baraishi bati barani bachike nabeka mukupepa. Notukulaishira mukufwayo kupepa omulando wakutira ati mube bamishi bati yonya bawe ifyo kunse ya gate ngomo balanzire. Ero iya mafamazi. Nokutetea announce. Ekirerenge fifina abantu bambi okubirimba. Mulando wakutira tibaleko kolokutana announce ngefo fine balanda kumpongo. Kyonse nabalondolola nabapusha niso fine. Twatotera mbombe bwe.
Tatotela. I think I can pick one last call. That's 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon as we wrap today's edition. Through Sun FM, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Malachi.
DM, apparently for whatever reason, you always happen to be my last caller.
Yeah, the final judgment.
Please do go ahead.
Indeed, thank you. Yes, the call by the Archbishop of Bundola Diocese is very spot on and timely, saying that very soon we'll be heading into the general election for 2026. Politicians tend to be clever, they tend to be manipulative. For me, Mr. Malasha, the message is twofold. It's not only intended for the politicians, but also for the individual parish priests, because a politician does not invite himself to church. He is normally and usually invited by parish priests. They are the ones who offer them that platform. So it's also a timely call to parish priests not to allow themselves to be used, because politicians, whenever they come into your church, they preach divisive messages. The members of your church come from different political aspirations and groupings. So it's very important that the church is maintained as a place of worship and sanctity as such, not political divisiveness. Finally, just like everybody else is saying, government is taking too long. It's high time they announce the maize floor price, because the later they do so, the more they are making the farmers vulnerable. Farmers have spent money collecting their maize, harvesting their maize here and there, and they want to recoup some of the expenses. And obviously they've got daily needs. There are people that need to survive just like any other. So the earlier the government can announce the floor price, the better for everyone and the better for the security, food security of the nation. Thank you so much, Malasha.
Thank you, Jim. Of course, on that particular call, that is where we end today's Views on News. My name is Evans Malasha, but do stay listening and watching for more other exciting conversations, and of course enjoy the music on the other side of the drive.